Hi guys, this is Navdeep from Delhi Immigration Services. Today we have a 33-year-old Indian national with us who got the Canada study visa after one refusal. Also, she completed the graduation with 13 backlogs and also took 8 years to complete it instead of 4 years. And it's going to be an interesting journey. So we'll just talk to her and see how her profile is and how she has become a successful candidate. I think she also lived in Tanzania as well. Like she worked abroad, so it's going to be interesting. So, can you talk us, Ms. Priyanka, through your academic background first of all, and your work experience as well, ma'am?
I had done my BTech in electrical engineering. I had a very tough journey during my engineering course. I had 13 supplementary exams to complete, and then I got married. I had my kid, so there was a kind of gap in between before completing the course. But
Uh,
eventually, I completed all of it, but it took some time longer than the normal 4 year course. So
you were
that is the
supposed to
thing.
complete in 2014, if I'm not wrong, and you completed in 2018. Is it
No, actually, I had to complete it in 2012, but then I completed it by 2016. So that is
16?
the
Okay, okay, all right. And then you started working as well, if I'm not wrong. So you worked abroad as well. So can you just talk us through that also, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I had roughly 3 years of engineering experience here in Kerala itself, and then I moved abroad with my husband. And then I went into an entirely different area. That is, from electrical engineering, I went into logistics because I had completed a PG diploma course in logistics. So I did this logistics course, and therefore it was easy for me to grab a job there abroad in
Right.
Tanzania, that is in Africa. So I got a job there, and then I started working. And from after that point, I wanted to do my education somewhere abroad so that I could move to a better place.
Yeah. So you mentioned you did PG diploma as well in logistics. So did you complete it from India or was it from abroad, ma'am? Like how was the case?
No, actually, I completed it from here itself, from Kerala.
Okay. Okay. Then you went to Tanzania. So
Yes.
you applied for project management at Salt College or Sioux College, we call it. So, as we understand, there were backlogs, and even more difficult was the timeline that you took to complete the education. So, initially, before even starting, how was the preparation? How was the research? Did you, how did you boil down to project management? Did somebody recommended you this, or what research or what advices you got just because of your education?
Sir, actually, I started asking 2 or 3 agencies regarding my education. So they were like, since you have done electrical engineering, you have to go into some course related to electrical engineering itself. So I had to look into so many different courses. But the thing is that I had already a very bad time with electrical engineering that I wanted to shift from that. So eventually I said, no, I don't want any of these courses. I want something different, something that could take me a little bit further from that
Yeah.
engineering way. So that is why, and I was just worried. But then those two agencies, those people, they were like, even if you are going to offer another course, you are going to get the admission they said that there were no chances at all for getting admission because I had this year gap and then my completion issues and my supplementary papers, all of those added. It was a big issue. So they told that is very rare. I don't. They think they told me that I'm not going to get the chance at all. But
Hmm.
then that time, my husband, he's a he's a very great researcher. So he spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos and looking into many articles and courses and colleges. And then finally, he told me about you. And then, so we contacted you, and then you told me that project management would be a good idea for me because that would definitely take me to a further level. And then I'll not be having that severe difficulty related to engineering. So that is what
Right.
you gave me that idea.
At least from program standpoint, like will be sorted, so there wouldn't be any questions, at least on the program selection with project. You were working. You are currently working in India. So what position? I think you work as a engineer, or what position? Yeah.
engineer.
You work as an engineer. Okay. So eventually we boil down to the project management. Even after, let's say having a conversation with us, there may be, the bachelor degree background and everything. Was it bothering you in between the background, even when we were preparing the application? So what was going through your mind about it?
Yes, actually, I had like two choices. Like I had asked you related to logistics courses because finally I had this logistics experience, and I thought, and actually I was very much interested in my job, so I wanted a course related to that. So I had asked you about that, and then you told me that initially a project management would be the best anchor for me because from a visa application point of view, it is the best option because it is related to my course as well, and it will help me land the first year, and that will ultimately give me the student visa. And from
Yeah.
there on, I'll be able to choose whichever course I want, and then it will be a good option for me. So that was your
Right.
idea too.
Right. So then, when did you see the approval? Basically, you got the approval recently only, and
I
how was that reaction? And when did you notice it? I know your husband. He's working still working abroad, and he was also very supportive. We had a conversation. I remember. So when did you see the update, and how was that reaction? That okay, this is now it's the reality.
Sir, actually, this approval came on June 1st. But the thing is that I did not get the mail. So
Okay.
there was some
Yeah,
kind
it
of
has
issue
happened.
with me.
Right, it has happened lately with many applicants. They're not getting emails, but they're getting updates like on the portal itself directly. So yeah, it has happened lately with many applicants. Just to point out. Okay,
So
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 right.
that is what actually I was checking my Gmail continuously every day because I was like, no, within 10-15 days I'll be getting. So I want to know when it is going to happen and all of that kind of
Right,
stuff. But then
right.
I did not get any mail, and I was like, I was so disheartened. I did not know what to do, and I was like, no, if I'm getting rejected, then I was like, maybe I should try for UK or something. I was thinking like that because I had already looked for many courses and colleges in UK. So I was thinking like that. But then my husband was like, no, you have to wait. Maybe something might have changed in the GC key. So he told that, and then he went in and checked this, and then he found out. So we found this on like June 5th or something, 5th or 6th. Actually,
Okay,
it came at June 1st itself. So that
okay.
was like a
Some days. Okay.
great event in our
So
home.
he checked and he then communicated to you that okay, it's
Yeah, he checked and he found out, and then actually he called me, but I had my sister-in-law and family, and we were all sitting together and chatting. So he called me, and then he told me, I've sent you a mail. I've sent you I think screenshot or something. You have to look into that, and then you have to talk to me. And then he just went off the call, and then I looked at the screenshot, and then I saw this. So I was like, like. I was feeling so mesmerized. That should be the word because, all this time we are waiting for this every moment. It's kind of burning, burning, and you are waiting for it. But then finally, at some point, when you are seeing it in reality, it is like I was so happy. I was thanking all God, and then I was thinking about you as well because you had already told me you will definitely get it because there is nothing else to do in this thing because we have covered everything. So you will definitely get it. So that was your word. So I was like, yeah, whatever he told, finally everything came true. So that was my thing, and then I told my mother, everybody was there, so we were all happy. We were all together in that moment when we came
yeah.
to know this.
Many congratulations to you, ma'am. We were also really happy because it was equally challenging and important for us at the same time. Because we also don't like to fail if we take up the responsibility. So we were very happy that when you broke the news to us. So many congratulations to you, to your family, to you, to your husband, everyone out there, and we are so happy. So just going on further, I have another question for you. You have seen the journey throughout, and from the initial stage when you were thinking about this application and thinking to counter the concerns regarding the bachelors and extra time that you took, and now you have become a successful applicant, and there are other applicants also who are preparing in the same situation, maybe having similar or more backlogs. So now, because you've learned it throughout the journey, so what piece of advice would you like to give to them who may prepare well, maybe to counter this concern? And any piece of advice would be great from your side, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So the one thing that I can tell to everybody is that, in my case, I was a very difficult applicant, as you know. So when you are going to these like uh, agencies, like they are existing in many states, those agencies like that. When you are going and asking them for advice,
Yeah.
I don't think you are going to get anything from them, because they are kind of dealing with these students who are freshers. Those are the easiest applicants. So they have the idea for dealing with these kind of students, but they don't have the knowledge that is required for dealing people like me, like with education gap and with those with difficult education results and all of those. So they don't have those advices as well. Therefore, sometimes even I was misguided at one point initially before meeting you by one agency, and because actually I was residing outside at that time, and therefore they did not know how to file my visa. So they gave me a totally foolish idea about applying visa, and then I was like, if this is how it is done, then I don't want to do this thing at all. I was thinking like that, but then later on I talked with you and came to know about all these requirements and how it can be done. So that was like enlightening to me in my case. So if you are going to many of these kind of agencies, I don't think you are going to get anything special. If you are in search of getting anything specific, then I think guidance from people like you would be the best thing, because you will be able to understand, like, customize according to the needs of the client. Because when you are going to agencies, huge agencies, they don't have anything to customize. They have a typical idea about every applicant. They will be giving the same thing to you. So I don't think it is advisable for people like me and any of those applicants out there.
Right. So, also any piece of advice about giving explanation, because, if let's say I, as a student, am having like many backlogs and everything, if I'll go to the internet, I'll get many ideas which might confuse me, at the same time can scare me as well, because I'm definitely not having knowledge. It's gonna, definitely scare me in the first place. So, yes, any explanation or anything which you might have picked up through the process, which you can, which you would like to help the other applicant with, would be great.
Uh, yes, something that I can think about is that of this SOP, that is statement of purpose. That I think all of these visa, all of these documents related for this visa application, it all depends upon the statement of purpose.
Yeah.
That is what I have found from my experience. Because this usually we get many different formats of statement of purpose from online. Actually, my husband has a collection of PDF of it. I don't know from where he got it. So he is reading through it. Every day he reads like two or three SOPs and then moves on. And and after going through all of those, and then after you gave us our SOP and our discussion and everything, my husband was like, "See, I've read so many SOPs from this PDF, but this one never matches with any of those, because there are some criteria that are to be fulfilled in a statement of purpose. So the statement of purpose that you wrote with all these requirements, so that is what it ticks off everything. So I think that is a single thing that is required in this SOP. If it ticks off everything, then I think it's fine. I think it's a foolproof one. There's nothing else to do. That is what you had told me at the end.
Yeah.
There is nothing else to do. This is it. And finally, it came through. So that is a great experience.
Many congratulations to you once again. I'm very, very happy for you, and I wish you great luck further for your life further in Canada and in every which way. So, very, very happy for you. Also, for the next steps, we'll be in touch. We'll to just to guide you about it until you
Okay.
reach, no problem. And also after you reach, we will stay in touch. And in case of any questions, you can get in touch with us. Feel free to do that. Uh, Anyway, thank you very much for taking time and putting the trust in us after the conversation. Just sort of over a phone, and you never visited us, right? It was just like online communication. I really want to thank you for putting the trust again and trusting in yourself also that to take a chance for Canada and going against all the odds. Many congratulations to you, man. Very happy to see
Thank
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am. Take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.